Hello and welcome to another video. Today I got this another Game Boy mod for you guys, and I'll be putting this on with a IPS screen. I think this is meant to be a funny playing type screen, but I think this is just a clone one, because normally they have this sticker with their funny playing logo. Well, let's see how this goes. And it comes with a display box. Very nice. And I think this Pokemon is called Haunter. Yeah, and it's gonna all be going onto this Game Boy Color, so stay with me. Yeah, so this Game Boy, it was given to me by my friend to do this mod for him, and he gave me this Game Boy. I don't know if he bought it or if it's his old one, but in any case, the shell is in pretty bad condition, and the screen, I don't know if you can see on the camera, it's got like dirty pixels, some of them which probably can't be fixed. So perfect candidate for a IPS screen upgrade. Alright, let's just test that this works other than all those problems I just mentioned. Yeah, it looks like it's working fine. Okay, so firstly, disassembly. Okay, so we're down to the motherboard, and this one actually looks quite clean already, but I'm just gonna give a rough clean around the button contacts to make sure they get a good response when pressing the buttons, with 99.9% IPA as well. I'll give a little wipe to the speaker as well. There's a small amount of dirt and grime on it. Yeah, that's actually quite a lot. Yeah, so this board is pretty clean. Just for good measure, I'm gonna soak up the power switch as well for longevity. And I'll do the same for the volume wheel as well. Look at this spring, slightly bent out of shape. I think I can just bend it back. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So now let's look at the IPS LCD kit. So this consists of the LCD screen, which is already attached to the glass. So this is glass, quite scratch resistance as well. And also it comes with the LCD driver board, which is needed to run the LCD screen, and 3 bits of wire. And actually these are kind of short, So I'm thinking I can only, there's a few vias on around here where to connect the button, the select and start button. Normally I'd use the P12 and the P13, but these wires that they gave with it, it's going to be a bit of a stretch. So I'd have to find the points on here. Okay, so before going ahead with all that, we're going to test the screen first, just for peace of mind in case it's faulty to begin with. It's pretty much same as the funny playing installation, apart from I think what's missing is, I think there would have been a, oh, I guess there's already a plastic piece here, so we could leave it there. Alright, so to test it out, first we need to connect this. These are very small. Let me get a close up. So these little connectors needs to connect up here. Okay, and now this connector needs to go in there. And of course, need to hook up some batteries to it. And perfect, the screen works. So it's now time to get the shell ready. On a previous video I had problems with these rubbers where it was warped to begin with, but this one looks absolutely fine, so I will be using this, same as this one, and the start and select buttons, and of course it comes with everything else needed as well. Sticker for the back, D-pad, A and B buttons. This is for the infrared window. I don't think this is opaque. Yeah, this is opaque. I think I'm going to use the original one to keep the IR functionality, even though very few games actually use it. So keep that aside, and I need to harvest the window from the original, which is a tad bit dirty. Looks fine. It's kind of a tight fit. Hope it doesn't break anything. Yep, that's in there fine. Okay. So there are 2 points for connecting the button for the start and select. So this one here goes to the select button, and that one just right above it goes to the start button. So I'm gonna connect some wires to these points first. I'll put some flux on those points and just add some solder to those points. These are extremely small points. There's too much flux on there, I can't even see it. I got the smallest, the tiniest amount of solder on there. Just one attached. Hope you can see this. I hope you can see that. These are very tiny. So what I will do, so that I know which one is which, I'm going to put the select button in between those, the infrared receiver and sender, and just clean up any flux on there. Okay, so now you can start getting this connected to the case. I don't know what this is, so I'm going to try and cut it carefully. It's not coming off cleanly, so I'm just gonna cut it off close to the edge. Not really fond of how they done that, because now I can't take this off. Actually, come to think of it, this part is not even insulated. Should I put some Kapton tape on? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. This kit doesn't seem to be fully thought out like the funny playing kits, because this bit looks metal as well. So I'm just gonna put it on there. Plus I'm not really keen on sticking this to the LCD. It makes it more difficult if it needs to have any work done on it later. So for now I'm just gonna cover that up as well. That looks fine. So to install this onto the shell, you need to expose these adhesive strips. That's one. And now I'm just going to put it through there. Install the bottom first. and then apply pressure on the sides. That's where all this adhesive is. And now we need to apply solder just to the points labeled SEL and STA. We don't need one on the COM because this new one doesn't need power from the power switch. And this should be quite easy. Just, try not to, I need to avoid melting the plastic, but I'm not going to stay on there for long. Just, there we go. At this point I can also install the rubber membranes and the buttons as well. So that's the start and select, the D pad, it's the B button and the A button. Rubber membrane from the A and B buttons, membrane for the D pad, and now not forgetting this. So this one is a select button. And that's the start button. I think what I will do is also cover this PCB with Kapton tape as well to reduce the chances of any shorting out of components. And maybe just put a really small piece to hold it down. Not too big because I want to be able to take it off if it needs to be taken off. Okay, so now I can put the two halves together. Make sure the cables are not in the way. Of course, I'm going to use the screws that came with the kit because it's possible that these are different lengths than the originals. Oh, they included another infrared cover. Let's see if that one is transparent. Oh, this looks opaque as well. I think I'll use the original, but I'll give my friend these two in case he wants to change them one day. So we need the slightly shorter crosshead screws for the inside. Make sure that doesn't pierce through or something. These are going to be tight because this is a new shell and there's no threads in there, so there will be new threads being cut. So at the moment it's very tight. And this touch sensor I need to just attach like that. Okay, and now, not forgetting the new power switch as well. And that's it. So we got 6 screws. Perfect. Let's check if the start and select button are working. Yep. Touch button works perfect. Logo color. Okay, so a true test would be to use a flash card, because I remember on my previous Game Boy I had a problem where it kept shutting down by itself, and I changed the power supply board or the power board or for the clean juice, and I still had the same problem, but putting fresh batteries in it fixed it. So I'm gonna check with it, the flash card, and see how it performs with that. I've got freshly charged batteries in there, so that should not be an issue. And it seems to be loading. Let's just load the most recent game. Sound is working, just put it down. Seems to be working fine. So I think that clean juice board is not necessary if you just got a screen upgrade. Maybe if you have multiple upgrades like LED lights and things like that. If you're just doing the screen upgrade, you should be fine. Don't quote me on this, but you should be fine based on what I've seen. And this has been another modding video. Okay, so this has been another Game Boy Color modding video, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out my Patreon page. It would be nice if you could help me out on there, and I'll catch you on the next one.